All right, Dexter, let's dive in. Lumina's goal is to demystify investing for everyday people. From your perspective, what is the biggest challenge in taking complex financial data and presenting it in a simple and actionable way within an app?
I think it's a very excellent question. And from my fundamental framework, the single biggest challenge is avoiding some black box trap when managing the portfolio. A core part of this approach is to make the managing of the risk profile transparent and actionable, moving beyond some statistical measure like standard deviation. In my work, this means that decomposing a fund's return and risk into understandable components, specifically breaking down our portfolio movement into its sensitivity to different kinds of characteristics, say asset class like equities, fixed income, geographies like US, Europe, and emerging market, and some other kinds of systematic factors like momentum, quality, and growth, etc. So for FH investor, I think that it will translate into a fundamental question. What exactly are you exposing to, and also what you are investing into, and what may be the potential cost of the drawdown or pain coming from into your investment return. The goal isn't to overwhelm the investor with different kinds of beta loading or different kinds of statistical measure, but to highlight different kinds of dominant factors. Say, for example, if you invest a lot into technology stock, then and also that is exposing to a high growth factors, then you may need to be aware of this kind of exposure. So I think that this kind of decomposition of the investment portfolio can help to build trust and then also showing the how the portfolio is being constructed and ensure the user understand the fund how what are the factors that moving the fund's performance and give more clarity into the investment process of their investment portfolio as well.
That makes sense. Following that, beyond just tracking the net worth, what one or two key metrics or smart habits do you think Lumina should highlight to genuinely empower users and build their financial confidence?
I think the net worth is sort of like a lagging indicator. So if you want to build confidence into your portfolio, I think that you need to focus on some leading indicators that can help you to improve your investment process and also your behavior of risk taking of investment. So I think at the initial step, we should establish some sort of benchmarking. So we suggest the investor to first try to benchmark their portfolio to very passive, replicable, and also widely used or adopt benchmark or investment approach. Say, for example, a common starting point is a 60-40 passive portfolio, which invests 60% of your money into equities and then 40% into fixed income, which is easy to manage and also easy to track and understand. And alternatively, investor can also adjust their portfolio according to their age. So by using an age adjusted mix of the portfolio, which can help to automatically become more conservative as people get aging. So I think that the fundamental of this kind of comparison provide a baseline that how much your additional decision or additional value that is coming from your active strategy or custom allocation is being value added to your portfolio that is very simple and passive portfolio, so that you can understand more about like you making a right call at right timing as well for your active management. And secondly, I think that we can also use some sort of portfolio health check by using some simple scoring that is driven by a quantitative method. Say, for example, use a simplified version of different kinds of risk model that institutional investors using. We can simply like look at some common and also important factors like concentration risk, free drag of the investment portfolio and also the asset allocation drift. I think the application can help to generate a monthly or regular health score that's out of like 100. So this will be a very proactive way and easy to understand methods or measure that allow the user to review their holding, maybe do some rebalance, and also turning the complex or unstructured analysis into a more confidence building and regular habits as well. Yeah.
Okay, then let's talk about product. If you were to build a tool for the everyday people that uses a data-driven approach to guide their stock or fund selection, what would be the single most important feature or signal you would include?
I think as a fundamental investor, without a doubt, the single most important feature that I would include will be metrics that we call quality at reasonable price score. So from our fundamental or factor research, we know that the quality that is measured by stable earning, high ROE, and no debt, and the valuation is representing the value factor is representing the valuation. That's whether the security you want to buy is at reasonable valuation multiples. But also on the other hand, pure value can be a value trap, and also on the other hand, pure quality, you may be buying at a very overpriced valuation as well. So combine the two, it will be very important for investor to do so. So I will build a simple composite score that may be balancing the two factors of the value and quality. Maybe the app will show user that this company has a high score on the quality of say 8 out of 10, and then is currently trading at certain discount like 15% discount to its historical average valuation. Then maybe we'll give a conclusion that the overall quality at a reasonable price score is a strong one. So it will indicate some good signal for the investor to buy. And I think that is also leverage a powerful fundamental principle that you perform the systematic stock picking with some fundamental anchor that is showing from the financials as well. And also by adding the valuation part, it prevents the investor from chasing some kind of very flashy and also unprofitable unprofitable stock. That it helps them to identify the companies with some financial robust performance, and then it's very important for sensible and long-term investing that people usually do for their personal investment portfolio.
And on the flip side, where do you see most new personal finance apps or robo-advisor fall short?
I see there are two major pitfalls, and I think that they are somewhat interconnected. So the first one is maybe the over reliance on some simple questionnaire for risk profiling. Like people will just do a simple multiple choice questionnaire to indicate their risk tolerance and their also risk appetite or some different kinds of situation. But I think that it cannot fully capture the personal risk tolerance, and then also especially during regarding their investment experience, like how they react into financial downturn and the suffering some losses in their portfolio. So I think that the questionnaire approach is very weak way to indicate the risk tolerance and showing the investor risk tolerance. So I think that it also lead to another pitfall that the communication is bad, and I think that is also a little bit faulty during the market stress. So like most of the app they build for the bull markets, but they didn't do a good job of explaining why and also how a portfolio perform relative to the market performance. So, for example, like they didn't show the user that their 10% loss is actually in line with the overall bond market down for like maybe even 12 to 15%, right? So, which means that the asset allocation is working and they should follow and working like a long-term implementation for their investment portfolio. But yeah, I think that these apps they lack the diligence and oversight components that help the investor to understand more their portfolio and also the market. So I think that the if there's any app that is successful, they should be putting more effort into their communication framework. Say, for example, during some market volatility, market downturn, how they can give this portfolio measure or insights to the investor so that it's more like in a more professional manner, like what we do our regular risk governance meeting in the APG asset management for our equity portfolio as well. So I think that the communication part is very important for the yeah to educate the investor. Yeah.
Mm. Okay, finally, based on the trends you are seeing at APG and in the broader market, what one piece of advice would you give a startup like Lumina to trying to make a difference in this crowded space?
My advice is don't try to be only a technology firm that work for some finance use case, but be a finance company that leverage some brilliant technology. So I think the space is very crowded with a lot of app that may be focusing on like gamification or the user interface. But as a financial professional, I think that the real and long-lasting differentiation will coming from you or the app that is upholding or promoting the financial intelligence or integrity. So this means that being transparent about your methodology, try not to over promising your offering, your returns, and then also try to build some educational content that is based on some robust and also fundamental financial theory, like the fundamental framework, the approach of systematic investing that we just discussed. Yeah, so and also try to partner with some credible voices and be clear about your data source and build a system that can act as a fiduciary for the user so that in the age, especially in the age of the financial noises, you can be a trusted, evidence-based platform that yeah, I think that is a very powerful market or and then also the proposition that you can try to achieve by offering an app like this. Yeah.
Okay. This has been incredibly helpful. Is it okay if I quote you or paraphrase these insights in my subsequent class assignment? It would really add credibility.
Yeah, of course, I will be delighted, and please feel free to use this insight. So yeah, I'm always happy, to offer these kinds of perspective to bridging the gap between the finance, personal finance and also investing. Yeah. So please feel free to use it.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you。
哦，OK，咁應該 OK。
搞掂。咁你點啊？你要剪咗佢，跟住然後就下晝交功課啊？
係啊，可能剪咗開頭嗰度咯，係啊，
係
套圖。
剪咗開頭都得啦，你中間成段用咗佢得啦。
嗯
好，就咁啦。
嗯，好啦，好，拜
嗯，
拜。
加油，
OK，
拜拜。
拜拜。